Have you ever noticed how one single thought can shift your entire day? You wake up, you check your phone, one message, one worry, and suddenly, the morning feels heavier. But sometimes, it's different. You take a breath, tell yourself, no matter what happens today, I'll stay calm. And somehow, everything flows better. That's not luck. That's the power of thought. In this video, I'll share 7 Stoic secrets that will help you master that power to shape your mind, your mood, and the world around you. So if you're someone who wants to live with more clarity and calm, hit like now, subscribe to Daily Stoic Secrets, and let's walk through this together. All right, let's begin. The power of thought. Here's the thing most people miss. It's not life that changes. It's how we think about life. 2 people can face the same storm. One sinks in anger, the other grows stronger through it. The difference? The lens they use. When your mind is disciplined, your world begins to obey that discipline. Positive thinking isn't pretending the pain isn't there. It's about choosing your perspective. Because nothing weighs more than a confused mind, and nothing frees you more than one that's trained to see possibility. Marcus Aurelius said, "Your life is what your thoughts make of it." Epictetus taught, "It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." And Seneca reminded, "Most misery comes not from reality, but from imagination." They lived 2,000 years ago, yet they fought the same silent battles we do today: fear, distraction, doubt. But unlike us, they learned to turn their thoughts into armor. Let's explore how. Secret 1. Trade complaining for action. Let's be honest, complaining feels good for about 30 seconds. But then, nothing changes. Every complaint is like telling your brain, "I'm powerless." And over time, your brain starts to believe it. Imagine someone staring in the mirror, hating their reflection. The more they complain, the worse they feel. But the moment they put on sneakers and take a 10-minute walk, transformation begins. That first step tells your mind, we're not stuck. And momentum follows. The Stoics refused to feed helplessness. They turned frustration into fuel, because energy spent complaining could just as easily build something better. So, next time you feel like complaining, move. Action is rebellion against helplessness. Secret 2. Challenge pessimism. Your mind is a storyteller, and sometimes a bad one. It exaggerates fear. It predicts disasters that never happen. You send a text and they don't reply. Your brain whispers, they must be angry. One small delay feels like total failure. One mistake turns into proof you'll never make it. That's not truth. That's distortion. The Stoics practiced questioning. Before surrendering to fear, they asked, is this really that bad, or is this just my interpretation? It's a mental flashlight. You turn it on, and the monsters in the dark turn out to be shadows. Try it. Each time you question a negative thought, you pull it back to reality. That's not denial, it's perspective. Secret 3. Reduce information overload. The modern mind never rests. Ping, scroll, swipe. You wake up and your thoughts are already hijacked by headlines and noise. Too much information doesn't make you smarter. It makes you scattered. The Stoics warned that a distracted mind loses control of itself. So, what's the Stoic move today? Filter ruthlessly. You don't need 100 updates, you need clarity. Reducing information isn't isolation, it's self-respect. It's saying, not everything deserves my attention. When you silence the noise, your mind stops reacting and starts creating. And in that quiet space, positive thought begins to grow again. Secret 4. Breathe before reacting. Here's something to remember. Most regrets are born in seconds, not hours. One harsh word, one rushed decision. But the Stoics found a secret weapon, the breath. One slow inhale, one exhale. That's all it takes to create space between what happens and what you do next. That space is your power. It turns impulse into wisdom. It gives you control over yourself when the world feels uncontrollable. So next time anger rises, breathe. That pause doesn't mean weakness. It means mastery. Because calm minds command respect. Secret 5. Surround yourself with strong examples. We don't grow alone. We absorb the energy of those we spend time with. Spend time with complainers, and you'll find new things to complain about. Spend time with builders, and you'll start to build. The Stoics chose their company carefully. They treated influence as sacred. And today, influence isn't just people. It's what you watch, read, and follow. So ask yourself, does what I consume lift me up or pull me down? Feed your mind with clarity, not chaos. The voices you allow into your life become the voice inside your head. Choose wisely. Secret 6. Watch your thoughts. Like clouds. Thoughts are clouds. Some light, some dark, but none of them stay. Most of us mistake the clouds for the sky. We think, if I'm anxious, I am anxiety. But the Stoics said, no, you're not your thoughts. You're the observer behind them. When you watch thoughts without judging or clinging, they pass. Even pain passes. The sky doesn't chase the storm. It allows it to move through. You can do the same. The moment you learn to observe instead of obey, you rediscover freedom. Secret 7. Value discipline over mood. Here's the harsh truth. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll wake up inspired, other days you won't. But discipline doesn't care about mood. It shows up anyway. The Stoics believed that discipline is the bridge between dreams and achievements. When you act despite discomfort, you train your mind to trust you. You stop being a hostage to emotions and start being the author of your life. Motivation might light the spark, but discipline keeps the fire alive. Now that you know the 7 Stoic secrets, here's your simple 24-hour challenge. 1. Replace one complaint with one small action. 2. Challenge one negative thought. 3. Cut one piece of noise from your day. 4. Take one conscious breath before reacting. 5. Seek one inspiring example. 6. Observe one thought without clinging. 7. Keep one promise, even if you don't feel like it. 7 small steps. One single day. Do this, and your mind will already start changing direction. If this message spoke to you, don't just nod and move on. Let it stay with you. Hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. And in the comments, write, I stayed until the end. Because if you did, you've already proven something powerful. You have the discipline to grow. Remember, mastering your mind isn't a one-time victory. It's a lifetime journey. But every step of clarity, every act of calm, gives you an advantage the world can't take away. So, think positive, act firmly, and watch how the world begins to change around you.